Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be making a custom prom dress. So, my cousin is like, I think 5 years younger than me. I don't know how the time flies. She's already 18 and she's gonna have a prom, so we have to help her with her dress. She made this little drawing, which I took and I kinda tweaked it and finished the design. We talked about the skirt and stuff, and this is what we ended up with. It's gonna change a little bit, I think, in the process, but right now, this is the plan. So, I'm gonna do a little mock-up, and then I'm gonna do a try-on with her, and then I'm gonna be back and show you the results and take you through the process of how I'm actually customizing it. I have just a little bit of footage from me making the corset pattern because I was in a rush and I needed to have it quick because I needed to try it on her the next day, which means I just didn't have time to film and I needed to have it. Okay, so this is the finished mock-up. I've had a first fitting with her. I think she lost a bit of weight since the last time I measured her. I guess that makes sense because it's been like 5 months, so people change. Which means we need to make it a teensy bit smaller. Also, her chest is a bit bigger and it doesn't fit this perfectly, so I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit. This part is a little flimsy, it's just not fitting well. I think it's because I was accounting for bigger hips. If there were bigger hips, it would actually get stretched this way. So I'm gonna have to take it in a little bit here and here. And I think that's gonna fix a lot of the problems. So yeah, I'm gonna get on it. I also have some packages to open that are full of the stuff for the corset part and also some fabrics for the skirt. I think I'm gonna do that first and then start this. Oh wait, I forgot. I got some new tools from my mom and they're all pink. Look at this. I have a pink hammer, a pink drill, pink screwdriver, pink everything. I love it. Okay, why is like half of the package just plastic? Okay. We've got some casing for the boning. Then a lot of the actual boning pieces. I wanted to get the boning that you can sew through because I feel like it's the best in a way and the easiest to work with. But they only had like 40 meters. And I was like not buying that, so I bought this metal boning and I'm gonna have to shorten it a little bit, I'm afraid, because they only have like specific sizes, which shouldn't be such a big problem, but I'm gonna have to deal with that later. Then I have some wires for the bra part because we figured she's gonna need them because her chest is quite big. And that always helps to feel a little bit more supported. And then I have loads of needles. A lot of microtex needles for satin and stuff like that, which the corset is gonna be made out of, so that's why I have so many. I feel like they must have made a mistake, because I definitely didn't buy 5 packs. Oh, I did, because it was cheaper. I remember. It was a big price difference between the 5-pack or a single one, and I was like, might as well buy the big one. So I think that's why. Okay, that's all. Let's move on to the fabrics. This doesn't look like much, but it's so heavy. I made the order And then the lady called me and she was like, we don't have like the 3.5 meters you bought. We only have 2.8. Do you still want it? I was like, I guess I still want it, but now I'm a bit scared that it's not gonna be enough fabric. I hope it's gonna be fine though. We'll see. If it's not, I'm gonna have to figure something out. But it was like the only perfectly matching fabric that we found, and that means I just couldn't not buy it. Oh yeah. On the camera it's not such a perfect match, but trust me, it is. Like in person, the only difference is this is shiny and this is not. Like it's really, really similar. So this is satin fabric. This is something, it's like a fabric for blouses and stuff, but I thought like it's gonna be good for the skirt too. It kind of feels like chiffon, but it's not see-through, which means I don't have to deal with multiple layers fabric under the chiffon skirt, which is gonna be good. And I also have 2 meters of chiffon for this top part, which is so pretty. I thought like, cause first I thought I'm never gonna find like a perfectly matching fabric, so that's why I chose this one. I saw these two in person in the store, so I thought like better buy this when I know it's matching than buying something off the internet and then not actually having the same color shade. Now I'm kind of regretting that because I found this and it's perfectly the thing she wanted, and it actually matches these two fabrics kinda. It's a little bit lighter, but like can't be perfect. It's just not gonna happen. I think someone would have to make all the fabrics for me if I wanted to have the fabrics like perfectly perfect. This one's for the skirt, this one's for the corset, and this is for the corset top. Plus I think I'm gonna make gloves out of this because she really wants them. She has like, I don't know how it's called in English. It's just like her hands are a little bit red, and you know, I don't really think it's a problem. I think she looks amazing anyways, but I understand that sometimes some things are just an insecurity. And what else is a made to order dress supposed to do than make you feel the best? So we're also gonna be making some gloves, and I'm gonna be asking my mom to make me some tiny little cute glass buttons because it's gonna make it like perfect. And the buttons are gonna go on the back of the gloves because the satin is not stretchy, which means the gloves have to be a little bit looser. That means we need some kind of a cuff here just so the glove doesn't fall. The chiffon top of the corset is gonna need a button here, and that's also gonna look amazing with a glass button because nothing is gonna be better than a glass button. It just gives it that little like perfection. So we just had the first fitting. The prom is in 2 weeks and the dress needs to be done in 1, so this is gonna be fun. What I'm doing now is working on this part just so it doesn't like stick out in front because that would look freaking weird. I'm just tweaking it a little bit. I also think the boning part is gonna help so much because it's just gonna make it stick, but I think we still need it to like lay a little bit better. So I think for now this part is done. I did most of the pinning and stuff actually on her, so I just need to take what's here and transfer it to the pattern and see if it's gonna work there. And then I think we're ready to start with the final fabric because we don't have much time to spare, honestly. As you can see here, there's been a lot of tweaking even before the first try on. The pattern I made was a little bit short, so I had to extend it because she wanted it to sit on her hips like this, which in the end we achieved perfectly. Ignoring the state of the papers, I just try to use them again and again as long as they're usable because we're sustainable. So yesterday I finished the sewing pattern, so now let's get into cutting a bit. Hello. So now I'm gonna put the lining together and then we'll see each other to finish the corset part. So now that this is done, I need to iron on some interfacing on this part, because this is the part that's gonna have the boning in it, so it needs to get stronger. And then I'm gonna start sewing this. Okay, so guess who forgot they don't have any interfacing? So I had to go buy some, and it took me a lot of time, and then I had to make lunch and blah, 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 blah. So it's like 5 hours later. The interfacing is ironed on. Right now I'm gonna go sew it all together, then sew in the boning, and then hopefully we're gonna be almost done. So this is the first time I'm trying it on. I think it looks incredible actually. I thought it's gonna be worse because this is basically meow. My cat wants to talk to me. What? Considering this is the first corset I ever made, like, I think it looks amazing. I thought it's gonna be worse, honestly. I thought I'm gonna have to do it again, but I think I actually won't have to. Because, like, look at it. It's so pretty. And it kinda actually looks like a professional did it. I'm super happy about it. I didn't like tighten it too much because it's still not finished on the edges and I don't want to rip anything, but this is like fitting perfectly right now. So I still need to add the bra boning. I have it here somewhere because it's not like a conventional bra shape. I will need to shorten this a little bit. So yeah, that's something I need to do. I will also need to shorten some of the boning parts here because they either sell them at 30, 25 or 20 centimeters and none of those measurements are perfectly fitting the boning size I need. So I'm also gonna have to figure out a way to make it shorter without fucking the corset up. They basically give it to you with this like pre-finished edge, which obviously I will need to cut off to actually make it smaller. And you can, I think, buy some kind of a paste or something to dip it in, but it's very toxic and I really don't want to buy anything just because of one corset. So I think I'm gonna improvise. I'm kind of thinking like a thick layer of nail polish, maybe, or like some kind of a glue, or I just file it down so good that it's not sharp anymore. I'll have to think about it. But fortunately, I think that's like the last problem I need to solve, and otherwise, it's kinda done. I also finished all the super boring stuff off camera because you don't need to watch that. I made the string that tightens everything together. I made the little loops for the corset back. And I also made the cups because I feel like that's not really fun to watch. So basically what the plan is, the cups are gonna be, oh, so this is the other side. I got scared that I did it wrong. That would be very unfortunate. So yeah, this is getting put on the corset, but I need to figure out the shape of the mesh top first. Originally, it was supposed to be a v-neck, but then we talked about it a bit, and she also wanted it to be off the shoulder, which gets a bit tricky with the fact that she also wants it to be made out of chiffon, which is not stretchy. So if it was off the shoulder and like laying on the shoulder, the second she wanted to raise her hand, she just would get stopped somewhere around here. If it was looser to allow her to move her whole arm, it just wouldn't look good, got very like bunched up here, and it just didn't look nice. So we made a switch to basically the little thing that ends like right at your shoulder seam. There's a little seam here and then a very open, not really open, but like very long opening on the neckline and finished here. So it's basically finished right at the shoulder seam, which means I don't have to worry about her legs being restrained because it's gonna solve itself. Only thing I'm a bit worried about is I'm not connecting it to a straight hem. I'm connecting it to the bra shaped openings, which is gonna be a bit tricky, but I think since I got over the corset part, nothing can stop me now. So let's get on to it. Okay, so I look real bad, but I don't really care anymore. You wouldn't believe how freaking long the top part took me. Like, oh my god. I think I did it like 2 days ago, I think. I think I just had like, I don't know, my brain stopped working or something. And I did the shoulders with a French seam, which is like, it's basically the edge is hidden and it looks nice. And I did it wrong like 5 times. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. Because you have to sew it the wrong sides together and then the right sides together so the edge is hidden. I just couldn't do it. I did it on one shoulder and then I kept doing the other shoulder wrong. So it always was like the ugly part was inside on this one and then it kept being outside on this one. How? I have no idea. Because I don't know. I checked it like 5 times before sewing it together and I was like, yeah, this is the right way. And then it wasn't. Like 5 times. Then I kinda had to take a break. So I spent like 2 hours yesterday just filing down the boning for the corset, which like I was successful. It looks kinda decent. I'm gonna show you. So I was just sitting at my table with this metal saw trying to shorten this. And like, this is the nicely looking edge that they give it to you with. And this is what I ended up with. It doesn't look the best, but also no one's gonna see it. The thing that's on it, it's like, I think it's epoxy glue. And it's basically like two parts of the glue mixed together. And then it basically sticks to anything and it doesn't budge. So I took that and I built up the edge of it just so it's not sharp. And also I tried to hide all of the exposed metal so it doesn't... Does metal rot? I don't think so. Doesn't matter, I forgot the word. The point is rust. Rust. Just so it doesn't get rusty and ugly and doesn't color the dress orange, because we really don't want that. So yeah, I filled it down so it's not sharp and then I put the epoxy glue on it. And like, it doesn't look amazing, but it's gonna work amazingly. So yeah, we got this. I also shortened the brow boning that I'm gonna put in the corset. And I think we're kinda in the finishing line. I would like to finish it today. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to be able to because the skirt has a lot of ruffling on it and that's gonna take so long to hem. So yeah, if I don't finish it today, I think I'm just gonna be doing the hemming part tomorrow. Also, all of the edges of the corset I have to sew by hand because the stitch in the ditch method is not looking the best if I do it. So I think the best bet is to just sew it down by hand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this little edge needs to be finished by my words are not wording today. They need to be finished with bias tape. I hope that's the right word. Which means you take a strip of fabric, you should cut it diagonally on bias, I think that's the word, just so it's stretchy if the hem is curved. But since this is just a straight hem, I decided to save some fabric and I just cut it straight. So you can sew it down with a machine on one side, but the other side you kind of have to iron down and then sew it by hand just so it looks nice. There's an option to that's called like stitch in the ditch, which means you iron it down, you pin it down, and then you kind of try to sew from the right side in this little ditch, but I never can get it right. Like, I can get it in there, but I feel like it's always a teensy bit lower under like the seam and it's just not looking the best, which is why I'm just gonna do it by hand. Also, I'm so surprised by myself. I don't think I would voluntarily do something by hand like 2 years ago, but I feel like I grew up, and I don't really mind. I find it kind of relaxing, which I would never say 2 years ago. On today's menu, I think I'm gonna sew in the bra boning inside of this. So I'm also gonna do the bias tape on this part after I sew in the boning, just so it looks nice. And then of course I'm gonna put in the boning and finish the edge the same way as I'm gonna finish the top. I think that's all. I just do things the way I feel they are the best. So if something's not correct in like the technical way that they teach in schools, I don't really care because I taught myself and I just do everything the way I feel like it's the best. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of me talking and I should start working. Also, I managed to find 3 different shades of zippers. And surprise, surprise, one of them does match the fabric, which is incredible. Like, I was so scared it's not gonna work, but uh, it's still not perfect. But I feel like you can kinda pass this one as a very similar color, and I think it's gonna work. No, I really should get to work. So, this is already sewn into this, but this part, I don't really want this to be in the like structural part of the corset. After this is finished, all the boning is in, everything is done, I'm gonna take this, sew it on this part by hand, because I think it's gonna look the best, because I'm gonna have the most control over what's happening and what I'm doing. What I'm gonna do right now, the boning is in the corset. Right now I'm gonna cut a strip of fabric, sew it on here, hem it by hand. Then I think we're basically done except for the bra boning part. I don't think I'm gonna film that though, cause I think it's gonna like fry my brain to figure it out. I don't have the energy to also try to think about how I'm gonna film, so yeah, gonna show you this part. Then I'm gonna go offline and finish this. Then I'm gonna check back in when I try it on the mannequin and sew this down. Okay, let's go. Okay, so excuse the lighting, it's just a lot of sun here, but I have the whole thing pinned down. Now I just need to sew it by hand, which is gonna be freaking annoying, but as I said before, I don't think there's any other option. So let's do it. I'm gonna do this, then I need to pin and sew this, then the same with this. to another day. We're almost finished. I didn't really film making this skirt because it was late and I wanted to have it finished, so yeah. But like, look at how nicely this fabric moves. I wasn't even expecting it to be this cute, so that's a plus. Today I need to finish everything. She's gonna come try it on, and if everything's alright, she's gonna take it home. If not, she's gonna wait for me to adjust it and then take it home, so it has to be done today. Can't really put the cat down because she would be meowing all the time. So right now I need to hem all of the little things. I don't know. It's like so much fabric. So much fabric. I hate it. I hate hemming things, and this is basically like my biggest nightmare. And I have to deal with it, so wish me luck. I'm gonna do that now. I don't think it's very entertaining to watch. And I'm gonna check back in when I'm putting it on the skirt. Alright, so I hemmed everything. And when I was at the sewing machine, I also did like a little gathering stitch on top, because that's gonna make it so much easier for me. So yeah, I think we can begin. Also with this, it's super annoying. I would have needed like 20 centimeters more of fabric and it would be like perfect. Basically, they didn't have as much fabric as I ordered, which was kind of a problem. But also, I didn't have any other place where they would have a fabric that I needed. So I kind of didn't have any other option other than just ordering it. I am missing like 20 centimeters, which means this one piece is made out of 4 pieces instead of 2 pieces. It's not that big of a deal, but I thought you're gonna be able to see it less than this. Like, it's very visible. And I don't really know what to do, because they just ran out of that fabric. They don't have it anymore. So what I think I'm gonna do is just like, I'm gonna fold it a little more at the place where the connection is, just to hide it in the front, because I just like, I've spent so much time on it and it would be a shame if it was ruined by just this little thing. So yeah, I honestly thought this whole dress is gonna take me like half the time it actually did. It's been so much time. It's been so time consuming. Oh, now she's gonna wanna help. That's gonna be fun too. A little bit to the left. The corset part was super annoying. I enjoyed making it so much, but the mesh part on the top took so long because I fucked up like 3. No. No. I guess that's living with cats. She always lays wherever I need to work. I need to work here. Baby, I'm gonna do it wrong. I know it, because you're gonna distract me so much. Ah! She got her breakfast. I don't know what she's crazy about. She just wants to cuddle, I guess. So just lay down. I also hope I don't like, because always with these little ruffles, I managed to somehow sew the back part into the front, because it gets so messy and confusing, like on the sewing machine when you're sewing, because obviously there's a lot of fabric gathered together. I don't know what's happening to her. She's like extra cuddly today. I guess she knows I need to work. So she decided to disturb me. I'm super happy with this skirt though, because I thought I'm gonna somehow like fuck it up and it's not gonna look so good, but I feel like it's nice. And the fabric actually is like, looks so nice. I was scared it's gonna look cheap. Oh like on the design, of course, it's more of a V shape on the skirt, but I want to wait for her to tell me if like she likes it like this or if she wants it more V-shaped. It's not gonna be such a big change. Then this part, I do need to adjust it because I started sewing it on from both sides and I wanted it to meet in the middle, but it met too high, so I'm gonna have to redo that because then it makes this too flimsy and this too tight, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Otherwise, I feel like it looks so good. Okay, from the back, as I said before, she is gonna try it on and then I'm gonna see where to put the little button. It's actually such a nice color match. I just need to clean the inside because right now it's white. I'm a little nervous. I hope it's gonna fit her. Like, I guess there's no reason for it not to fit her because I measured it like 20 times, but you never know. I'm afraid we're gonna have to fix the cups a little bit because I don't think they fit. Because I think the fabric is stretching in a very weird way and it's making the cups like fit a little weird. So I think the only thing we're gonna have to fix are the cups. And I did not sew on the straps because I want to measure it on her so it fits her perfectly. Otherwise, I think we're done. I'm gonna put some videos in from the actual prom if she sends me some. Goodbye. Look how gorgeous she looks. I feel like the dress really suits her and you can really tell that she designed it for herself in a way that is really her. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making the dress. Please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one!